Good morning. We're doing something a little different today. I wasn't going to do the show today. So first of all, y'all, let me know if you can hear me. Y'all know how it is when I change things up. Then it seems like I know what I'm doing, but I don't. It's just that everything's hooked up right. But when I try to do anything else, I don't know what I'm doing. So y'all let me know if y'all can hear me okay. I've been unplugged for a couple of days. But what happened to Rah Rah? I haven't heard anything about that. That's the guy we got from Mississippi State. Mississippi State. Mississippi State. What'd he do? And what is this other? I wanted to say something. Yeah. The fence man says that's a big bag Texas dropped on AD Mitchell for him not to be a future first rounder. Yeah. Anytime somebody gets a Georgia player from the transfer portal, it's because they dropped them a big bag. Anytime we get somebody from the transfer portal, it's just because they really want to come play for Georgia and they're winners. I get that. Fade? What? False imprisonment of his girlfriend, a felony charge. Now, what are the Sunshine Pumpers going to say now? Because they're pretending we don't need AD Mitchell because we were getting Rah Rah Thomas. But But I'm sure now we don't need Rah Rah Thomas either. We needed him when we signed him. When we signed him, we needed him. When we lost AD Mitchell, we needed him. But I'm pretty sure now we're not going to need him. Is what I guess is what we'll hear now. Oh no, Jay, I don't need no help. Jay says blink if you need help. No, I'm good. Didn't AD Mitchell have a kid in Texas? I've heard the same rumors about that everybody else has. I don't 100% know whether that's true or not. I mean, I don't see why people would make that up, but I've never heard AD Mitchell or anybody from UGA mention that. But so I really don't know, other than what I've seen the same things on social media y'all have about that, I'm sure. Oh, I think AD Mitchell's maybe a second or third round talent, maybe, if he has a good year. Oh, he did post something with him and his kid. Okay. AD Mitchell has lost all my respect. Why? Why AD Mitchell has lost all my respect? Why did he lose your respect? Hey, what's up, Stingray? And Visor Man too. Does anybody want to come on the show? If anybody wants to come on the show, I can post the link. Good morning, Slim. What's up, buddy? Visor. Good morning, sir. Devin Hayes, Stingray, Rick Sanchez, Ashwin Singh, Fence Man, Devin and Elijah, Snake Spence. What's up, buddy? Mr. Big Ken 70, Pastor Dave, GF Sports, Creeping Death, Dog Behind Enemy Lines, Wet Blanket. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday or no? Is today Monday? Yeah, today's Monday. Brad Pitt, what's up, buddy? Kids these days will transfer just for attention. Back in my days, you wrote it out. Marvin Harrison Jr. to UGA. Why? Does Marvin Harrison Jr. want attention or something? Is that what you're saying? Did Stetson Bennett just want attention? He transferred twice. So, yep, yep. I mean, AD Mitchell would have got way more attention at UGA than he will at Texas. So I don't think he transferred for attention. Is there such thing as a good Monday, says Slim. Yeah. In fact, 2 Mondays ago was really good, Slim. I don't know if you remember or not. 2 weeks is a long time, no doubt. But 2 Mondays ago, um, Georgia played in the national title game and they won 65-7. It was great. Does Ra still stay on the team now? Um, if it's a felony charge, he's going to be off the team. Now, depending on what happens, if the charges get dropped or whatever between now and spring or whenever, then maybe. But if he's charged with a felony, I would assume he's not going to be a part of the team as long as he's charged with a felony. Georgia, I don't know whether Georgia has a specific written published rule about how they deal with these things, but if it's a felony, my guess is going to be that he's not going to be participating in any. He's not going to be a part of the team while he's charged with a felony, would be my guess. Yeah, we have Ladd McConkey and Marcus Rosemy Jack Saints, so probably going 20-0. Nobody wants to come on the shoe with me today. I'm still out of town, to be honest with you. That's why I'm doing it this way. I wasn't going to do it at all, but sometimes if I have a live show that I'm supposed to do and I don't do it, people get worried. So I figured I better do it. Yeah, Graham Mertz is a joke. Let's hope Dominic Lovett doesn't beat someone up. Well, the thing about Dominic Lovett is he's another Ladd McConkey. He's a slot receiver. He's not a replacement for AD Mitchell. Ra Smith was a replacement for AD Mitchell. He's a wide receiver one. Dominic Lovett is a slot guy. He's not a replacement for AD Mitchell or Ra. But I mean, what are you going to do? I keep forgetting the Natty game is on a Monday now. It still don't feel right. Yeah, I don't like that either. I wish they would change it. Um, I know the NFL starts their playoffs or whatever they do, but or the last regular season game, whatever it is, and so they play last weekend. I mean, of the regular season, so they play games on Saturday, and college football and them have that agreement. But the NFL could play their games on Saturday at 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock, like they do on a normal Sunday during the season. They could play their games at 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock, and then they could let college football have the national title game at 8 o'clock on Saturday. That just would make way more sense. I've never understood the whole I'm not going to go see Georgia play because they don't play X opponent. I just love to see the dogs play. I go to games for them. I don't care who the other team is. Uh, well, I mean, I wouldn't go see Georgia play Ball State. I wouldn't do that. I've seen enough Georgia games. I don't need to see a Georgia game so bad that I want to go watch them play Ball State. I'll probably never go to another Georgia game unless it's a Power Five opponent, either conference or non-conference. But I'll probably never go to another. Now, when my kids were little and I would take them to games, I purposely took them to Ball State and stuff like that because the tickets were cheap. But as far as just me wanting to go to a game, I would never sit down and say, you know what, I'm going to go to the Georgia versus Ball State game. It's just never going to happen. Why did Ed Reed go live and record himself trashing the whole Bethune-Cookman? Yeah, I talked about that yesterday. I don't think that was I don't think anybody looks look, I don't I had a lot of comments on that video from that I did yesterday about Ed Reed, of people saying that Ed Reed's not a good guy and he's shady and all that. I don't know anything about that. I don't know. And these were some Miami fans that were telling, so I don't know. But I don't think anybody looks good in this Ed Reed Bethune-Cookman situation. Bethune-Cookman looks stupid because they brought Ed Reed in, then didn't hire him because they didn't want to spend a nickel apparently or do anything I guess they had told him he was going to do. I think Ed Reed looks childish and petty for basically trashing Bethune-Cookman twice. Once on the Instagram post or whatever it was, where he said they were liars and they refused to clean his office and all this kind of stuff. That I just don't think anybody comes out ahead in that whole thing. Nate says, good morning, Nate. Good morning. Devin Hayes says Ed Reed looks homeless. He looks like Reek 1219. Great. He looks like Grady 1219 to me. I mean, here's the thing about Dion and Ed Reed had a similar complaint that HBCUs basically aren't all in on football. Money is a constant problem and issue. But here's the thing. Money is a constant problem and issue for every FCS football program. This isn't something that's unique to HBCUs. It is very expensive to run a college football program. Now, look, I'm not making excuses for Bethune-Cookman or Jackson State or whatever, but there are lots of FCS programs that struggle to keep their football team on the field. Hell, there's some group of five team. Look at UAB. UAB had to shut their football program down 4 or 5 years ago because they didn't have the money to run it. So I mean, just showing up at these HBCUs and expecting them to have all this money to spend on football. And again, I don't know the politics that are involved in these situations, or, who was promised what and all this kind of thing. But money doesn't grow on trees for these FCS programs, whether you're talking about HBCUs or the traditional FCS programs. It's not easy to keep these football programs running. But Ed Reed going live and spending 15 minutes trashing Bethune-Cookman because his office wasn't clean was stupid. And that's why they didn't hire him. That's why. Because that happened a couple of days before they decided not to hire him. But you can't do that. Prime needs to hire him to trash talk other schools in that. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, okay, good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good, but I am having a hard time hearing you. Can y'all hear her? Maybe it might just be on my end because I don't know what I'm doing on StreamYard, but can y'all hear her okay?
Testing.
What?
I was testing. No, nothing.
Yeah, they said they hear you fine.
Oh, okay.
So
It
that's
must
good.
just be
As
user
long as
error
they
on
can
your
hear you,
part.
that's all that matters.
Oh, they said loud and clear.
Yeah, that's good. It's just an Uncle Lou issue.
Yeah, sounds like it. Hashtag professional.
Yeah, believe it or not, I don't know what I'm doing.
Contrary to popular belief,
Yeah, people think I do. I don't.
you put up a good front
Yeah,
when it comes to what you're doing or what people think you're doing.
yeah, yeah, yeah. What you just said there.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the annual Florida Classic game with Bethune-Cookman in Orlando is a huge deal. Basically shuts down the downtown area for 10 square miles rolling car show. Annual Florida Classic game with Bethune-Cookman. I don't know anything about that. I don't follow very many FCS teams that closely to know about their schedules and that. I
Is that
do
an
know.
actual name? Bethune-Cookman? Is that somebody's actual name?
Does anybody know? I'm assuming that that's named after someone or to someone's, but I don't know that for sure. I had to do a sneeze there.
Bless you.
Thank you. Do you think you need to lay hands on me or no?
I'll leave that to Pastor Dave.
Slim says, I wonder if Ed Reed will be back lurking on our sideline. Yeah, I don't know, Slim, because, oh, by the way, the title of that Ed Reed video is one of the best titles I've ever come up with in the history of LouTube. That was a great title. It said, Ed Reed fired from job he never had after quitting a job that never existed.
Yes, I saw that.
That was a great title.
That was a good title.
Yeah.
So maybe there is something that you can do right, is come up with titles for your videos.
Yeah, I do come up with some good titles every now and again, but that was some of my best work there, that title.
Yeah, you definitely come up with some bangers.
Fired from job he never had after quitting his job that never existed. He had one of those no-show mob jobs where he didn't have to do anything except collect a paycheck and smile for pictures and that.
That doesn't seem like a bad deal. Where can I find one of them jobs?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I mean, I can do that. I could just smile and take pictures, and then just get a
Kobe
paycheck.
Dean and Jordan Davis going back to back like their UGA brothers did. Yeah. Speaking of the NFL playoffs, I don't know if VicTube is in here or listening in that, but it turns out VicTube is an NFL savant.
Yes.
VicTube hit a 2-team parlay on the Saturday games. He picked both games right against the spread on Saturday. Won himself $130.
He sure did.
Yeah, so I sent it to him. Yesterday.
Yes. Maybe Pete should have taken some advice from him.
Oh well, Pete took a flyer bet. He took Jacksonville on the money line. They were a huge underdog. He would have hit huge if they won that game though. But parlays are impossible.
Let's not be creepy, okay?
What?
Creeping death is it's being naughty in the chat section.
Uncle Lou, can you ask BA what she's wearing? What are you wearing, BA?
Pajamas.
Oh. Joe says, I hate Bobby Jones Walmart trying to pick up some groceries. I don't like that Walmart either. Now, sometimes I go there at a necessity, but given the choice, I like the one in Evans better. Well, I don't like any Walmart really, but I don't mind the one in Evans.
Well, the one on Bobby Jones is close to where you live, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why sometimes I end up having to go there anyway. But I go by the one in Evans a couple of times a week. So if I know I'm going to have to go to Walmart, I try to wait and go to that one.
Yeah.
Lou, are you still in the Walmart line? What Walmart? What do you mean? I don't wait in lines. I don't wait in Walmart lines and that. Replace Pete with Vic on the Lunch Money Show. No, I like that me and Pete get all of our picks wrong all the time.
I think that's what makes the show interesting.
Yeah, that's the thing. I can't make fun of Pete for getting picks wrong, and he can't make fun of me for getting picks wrong because we both get almost all our picks wrong. If I add Vic to the Lunch Money Show, then the whole show's just going to turn into Vic laughing at us because he's an NFL savant and a parlay savant, and me and Pete have never seen a game.
Right. Right.
So that's the situation with that. So
yeah. Plus, you don't want some young bug coming up there shining on y'all, showing
right,
y'all up.
thinking he's something because he picked a couple of games right. Well, whoopity do,
Right.
lady. No, I was glad Vic won though because I told him on Thursday when he came on the morning show. I said, "All right, Vic, I'm going to the sports book to watch the playoff games." I said, "You tell me what you want to do. I'll either send you $50 so you can just have $50 because he helps me all the time on that morning show and he won't let me pay him ever anything." But so I told him, I said, "But you come on every Thursday. You help me with the morning show." I said, "I'm going to the sports book to watch the playoff games." I said, "I'll either send you $50 and you can just have $50." I said, "Or I'll take that $50 and I'll bet it on any game you want for you. And if you win, I'll send you the winnings." And he said he wanted to do the 2-team parlay. He picked, what did he pick? The Jags to cover, which they did. And the Eagles to cover, which they did. So he hit a 2-team parlay, $130 winner.
Yeah, so apparently there's a lot of upset folks after, was it yesterday's games? Yeah, yesterday games, Cowboys versus, who did they play?
Yeah, that was a boring game, too. But yeah, the Cowboys did go ahead and get humiliated.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of things on social media how upset people are about Cowboys losing.
John Johnson says, "Are y'all happy Mitchell went to Texas?" The only people that are happy Mitchell went to Texas are Texas fans and fans of all the teams that are on Georgia's schedule. That's the only people that are happy about it. Hey, what's up, UGA, man? Don't forget, Wife Savers is not open today. Yeah, I forgot Wife Savers even existed. That's the thing. I'm not doing that anymore.
No, it was only that Monday that they weren't open. I think they're open today, but yeah, it was only that particular Monday that they weren't open. And it was all of them that I could, because I called all of them that were in close vicinity of where you were. So,
yeah, that whole thing is just extremely unacceptable. So,
well, one of them that I called specifically said that they were closed due to the holiday season. They were going to be opening up till like the 4th or the 5th of January. So,
right. The 4th or the 5th of January.
Yeah, because when was the Natty game?
The game was on January 9th.
Oh.
How in the hell?
I don't know. One of them said specifically they were closed for the holiday season. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was weird. I thought it was weird too. So.
Yeah.
And I wasn't about to drive all the way to North Augusta because that was the last one on the list.
No, that would have been stupid. Yeah, that would have been stupid.
Yeah. So I had to make do with what I could.
Yeah. You don't do stupid.
No, I don't do stupid. Well, not on purpose.
Do you do silly?
Depends on what the silly is.
Okay, because I don't do silly.
Yeah, you definitely don't do silly.
I'm about that business. That's it.
That's right. That's right.
I'm a very serious individual.
Yes.
So
sometimes almost too serious.
yes, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Not all the time. Usually I'm the right amount of serious.
That's right, Sir UGA. I am number one.
Yeah, but so is Budget Sewer.
What is that supposed to mean? Are you comparing me?
Budget Sewer is number one and the number two business.
Oh. Oh.
So just being number one isn't necessarily that big of a deal, depending on the circumstances.
You're supposed to say you're number one in my book, BA. That's what you're supposed to say.
Well, you are, but again, I don't know how big of a deal that is.
At this point, I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
UncleLou, do you think they will retire Stetson Bennett's number? No.
Wow, that would be something if they did, though.
They should retire A.D. Mitchell's number. He scored the game-winning touchdown against Alabama and Ohio State. They should retire his number. Just retire everybody's number who was on both national title teams.
Colby says you have a small book. I'm interested to know how Colby knows about your book.
Lou has a small book. What does that mean?
I don't know. Care to elaborate, Colby?
Is he elaborating in that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen anything yet.
In 20 years, will we have more or less respect for Stetson? More. Well, individual, that'll vary individual to individual, but overall, I think he'll be more respected in 20 years than he is now. There were people that wanted Aaron Murray benched every Sunday morning the entire 4 years he was at UGA. Now, now looking back now, come on. Aaron Murray was one of the best quarterbacks we ever had. People wanted him benched every week. No, I'll be back tomorrow.
BA has never seen Lou's
numbers
book
anymore, just Circle of Honor. The retiring numbers thing, first of all, it's not a big deal to me. But if a player's number, for whatever reason, has already been retired, I do think it should stay that way. But in general, I don't think it's a good idea to retire numbers. But I think once you do it, I don't think it's right to go back and undo it. Like, I remember when we were getting ready to sign Zamir White, Zeus, everybody wanted him. He was the number one running back in the country coming out of high school. He was one of the highest rated running back prospects in a long time. And he wore number 34 in high school. And there was a lot of talk going around before he signed with Georgia that he had asked Georgia to unretire the number 34 so he could wear it. And Georgia fans there was a lot of arguing between Georgia fans about whether or not that should happen. Now, it got so bad, Zeus ended up putting out a statement or something saying he never asked anybody to unretire number 34. He doesn't care about that. And then, of course, he signed with Georgia anyway, and they just gave him number 3. But I don't. Retiring numbers is not that big of a deal to me. I wouldn't do it. I mean, you only have so many numbers. There's already over 100 people on the team. I mean, y'all know we have people on the team who have to wear the same number already, right?
I didn't know that.
It's a hassle. Yeah, there's over 100 people on the team. Well, there ain't over 100 numbers, even if nobody's number is retired. There's only 100 numbers, 0 through 99. So there's already people who have to wear the same number. And the more numbers you retire, the bigger of a problem that becomes down the road. And then you find yourself in a situation where you might have to start unretiring numbers. Now, how do you choose? Let's say you wanted to do that. How do you choose? How do you say, okay, should we unretire Frank Sinkwich's number, but not Herschel Walker's number? Or like it just creates too many problems. I wouldn't retire any more numbers at all going forward if it was up to me. But
Good
it's
morning,
not
long time.
Yeah, good morning one time, sir. Jack Fromm number needs to be retired. No, it's just Jack Fromm that needs to be retired, not his number. Yeah, cousin, I agree with Casey. Have some kind of school hall of fame, or I think Georgia has something called like the Ring of Honor or something like that. Like, so all that kind of stuff is fine. There's plenty of things I think you can do in modern football to honor specific players or a specific team from a certain year or whatever, without going in and retiring a bunch of people's numbers for no reason.
So are their numbers retired for the UGA team?
I think there's 4 numbers retired, but there hasn't been one retired since I think Herschel was the last one in 1982. Actually, I don't even know when they retired his number. Does anybody know? What was it? That's a good question, actually. Did they retire Herschel's number like the minute he left Georgia, or was that something that happened like 10 years down the road? I honestly don't know. But his number is technically retired. Oh, did Edward have another one of his shit shows? How'd that go? Wonder how that went.
I wonder how that went too.
Yeah, Rah Thomas. We talked about that a little bit at the beginning. I haven't seen that. I've been a little bit unplugged for the last couple of days. So I haven't read anything or seen anything on the Rah Thomas situation, so I didn't give much of an opinion on it. I don't know any of the details. I just know what the comment section told me, that he was charged with false imprisonment. Is that right? And I guess it's a felony. Now, my guess is, and again, I'm not even really talking about Rah Thomas, because I don't know anything about the situation, but my guess is, in general, if someone is charged with a felony, as long as they're charged with that felony, they're not going to be having anything to do with the Georgia football team. That's my guess. So no practicing, none of that. That's now, however it ends up getting worked out, whether worst case scenario he's found guilty, or best scenario the charges are dropped, then a decision would be made at that point by UJ how to go forward. But as long as he's currently charged with a felony, my guess would be that he's not going to technically be a member of the team. Yeah, I mean, that's what they did with Adam Anderson. You know, I mean, Adam Anderson still hasn't been found guilty. So, but he's charged with a felony.
Yeah, that whole false imprisonment thing, like I have been told that, you know, they can say it's false imprisonment, but like it's like the same with the kidnapping thing. Like it's like there's a gray area, you know. Like they
Yeah.
can initially charge you with something like that, but they consider like not letting somebody, so say like it's a domestic dispute or something, and the other person is not letting the one person leave the house, that therefore that's considered quote unquote false imprisonment, you know, like not letting someone leave the premises. So yeah, so there's like a gray area when it comes to that. At least that's what I was told.
Walker Dog says, if I was Adam Anderson, I would sue for defamation. Who would you sue? I mean, the case is still pending. I don't know. Who is it you think he should sue? The police for charging him with a crime? Walker's number was retired in 1985. Oh, okay, thank you, UGA man. That man Adam gave up so much money. Hope that night was worth it, says UGA fan. I don't know whether Adam Anderson's guilty or not. I've got no clue and no idea. None at all. I mean, the only people that might ever really know are the people directly involved, but that case has yet to be settled. Ra has custody of his younger brother, sounding like it could be related to that somehow. Yeah, see, I don't know if it's a girlfriend situation. I don't know if there was any physical, like, altercation or violence involved. I know nothing other than the comment section told me he's been charged with a felony false imprisonment. That's all I know. So I don't want to give an opinion or comment too much on the Ra situation because I don't know, literally don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
There needs to be a law that if you accuse someone of a crime and you are found to be lying, you serve the time that could have been given out. Whoever is putting out fake news about my name, says Walker Dog. You're Adam Anderson? Walker Dog is Adam Anderson.
Oh boy.
False imprisonment and family violence, says Nick. Yeah, so that could be a girlfriend, a wife, a brother. I mean, there's I have no idea. I don't know any of the details. I haven't read a single article. I didn't know anything about it until I started the live show this morning and people started typing about it. Somebody on Edward's stream was putting your personal information in the chat. Was Edward deleting it and blocking the person that did it? I mean, I let a lot of shit go, but I don't let people come in here and post people's personal information. I delete it and block them, no matter whose information it is.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Edward wasn't doing anything but telling them to stop. Yeah. I don't even go to live streams where people don't know how to run it. That's why I don't even bother watching that kind of stuff. Same thing happened to that Baylor player years ago. Accused of rape, went from first round pick to undrafted, found not guilty. Yeah, now in that case, he could sue, but you can't sue until the case is adjudicated. Felony false imprisonment, how's that worse than the violence part? Did they chain the person up in the house? Yeah, I don't know. Lou, have you bought any Natty merch yet? I got 2 hats and a shirt. Actually, I bought 1 hat and 1 shirt, and then someone sent me a hat. Chess Hall streams are out of control. I wouldn't have any way of knowing, but if you can't even control a live stream that has 8 people watching, you really got no hope. That goes for Edward and Chess and anyone else who's live streaming for 8 people. If you can't
Edward's
control a
mom
live
make an
stream with 8
appearance on
people,
his
then you
live
really don't
stream?
have any business live streaming. What happened to your picture, lady?
I'm not sure.
You tried to do something, didn't you?
Well, I disconnected my earbuds, so I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
Your earbuds are somehow connected to your StreamYard avatar?
Well, no, I mean, it's like, you know, when you, I mean, I was using Bluetooth and I turned my Bluetooth off, so I don't know if maybe that jarred. I mean, I still see my picture.
Oh. Do y'all see her picture? I don't see her picture anymore. I was watching the Talking Balls live stream and Boogie was e-begging. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know why you were watching. He doesn't want you watching. He only wants Tennessee fans watching.
Here we go with Talking Balls.
Jackson Cook says, little sus, Lou. What's a little sus? Is that short for suspect? We try to speak grown up here.
Yes, sus means suspect. Well, good. I'm glad my mic is better. Yeah, maybe I haven't quite mastered the whole using Bluetooth and whatnot.
Yeah, no one can see your avatar anymore, so. Oh, the picture disappearing. I got you.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, for the most part, most of you guys know what I look like anyway, so.
Yeah.
Facts, Slaw Tide. That's lazy talk, sus, when you say sus. Yes.
Bluetooth in there. Anyway. It was supposed to snow here today, but it didn't.
That's good news. Did you get your daily Starbucks fix?
No, not yet.
Oh, not yet. That's later. Yeah.
No,
later.
But I did harass the non-English speaking maid type lady in the hallway. And
why?
And get more coffee for the coffee maker.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
I did have 2 cups of coffee already.
I guess we should have done that. Yeah, because I wouldn't have minded a cup of coffee when we woke up. So what was it, Saturday morning?
I harangued her. I scared the shit out of her too.
Did you showed her your Kroger card?
No, I walked out in the hallway to see if there was any maid type people roaming the hallway that I could get some coffee from. And it just so happened they were cleaning the room next door. So the
that
cart,
worked out perfectly.
the cart was right in front of the room next door, and the door was propped open, and I could hear her in there doing her cleaning type activities.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't want to just walk in the other room. So I just stood right outside my door and waited on her to come out. Unfortunately, when she came out, she was looking the other direction. And so when I said, "Hey, lady," she almost jumped out of her shoes.
Why are you scaring her like that?
Well, I didn't mean to scare her, but how do you start a conversation or address somebody like, "Hey," so I was like, "Hey, lady," and she was like, like that. And then she turned around and I said, "Hey, I didn't mean to scare you, but speaking of scary, I'm out of coffee in here." And so
Yeah,
she gave me more coffee in that.
that's a scary situation.
Yeah.
Lou without his coffee in the morning.
Right.
Can't have that.
No, that would be silly.
No, that would be silly.
So
Yeah, if y'all don't know, that's honestly the first thing that happens when he gets up in the morning is he goes straight to make a cup of coffee.
I'm halfway through my first cup of coffee before my eyes are all the way open.
That's true. That's true.
I better see everyone typing laugh out loud, laugh my ass off, and that not in that if I'm catching heat for sus. Yeah, typing laugh out loud, the whole thing would be sus. So Rah never going to be a Bulldog after his arrest. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to handle it because I don't know exactly what happened, but anybody that's looking to feel better about the situation can just go conversate with any Disney dog type individual, and they'll be happy to tell you that we don't need Rah Thomas, even though yesterday we didn't need AD Mitchell because we had Rah Thomas. Now we have neither, but somehow still need neither. It's going to be great. It's not going to hurt us at all. So silly would be me doing a video taking Lou deer hunting, which still needs to happen. Yeah, it's never going to happen, video or not. Deer
That would
hunting?
be interesting to see though and watch. I would definitely tune into that. Could you just see yourself up in a deer stand?
No.
That would be amazing, actually. I think we should make that happen, Slim. We should definitely make that happen.
That's a good point, Rick. LOL is an acronym. Sus is just saying half a word. Not even, I mean, less than half. That's true. You make an excellent point there. Hard to argue that. So, not even going to try. Have to say no on that. SUS will be an acronym sooner than later. What will it be an acronym for? What SUS could be an acronym for someone under suspicion.
Look at you. See?
What's up, P Digits?
There you go, Slim. He says he'll take you snipe hunting too.
I need to talk to Pete about his vow renewal, says Pastor Dave. Pete seemed a little perturbed on his call-in show on Friday. So I went ahead and texted him and asked him if he was okay, because unlike VicTube, I actually do care how other people are doing.
Yes, you do. Because you're a caring individual in that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
I care about things. No, they say perp. They don't refer to a suspect as a sus. They refer to a suspect as a perp. Matt Dummett says Pete was pissed. Yeah, I didn't get to listen to the whole show, but I heard something on the end, and he sounded like something was wrong. I was concerned about my friend, so I texted him, but he promised me he was okay, and then asked me to put $50 on the Jaguars money line, which would have been huge if it would have hit.
Yeah, maybe that would have made him feel better if he had hit it.
Yeah. Suspicion is a good song of Elvis. You mean Suspicious Minds?
No, I don't think I've heard any cop refer to a suspect as a sus.
No, it's a perp. They call him perp. Yeah, I text Pete after his show, and because he seemed, I don't know, he just seemed a little off, and then he was like, I'm taking a break from YouTube for a while. He made a community post right after his show. I'm going to take a break for a few days. So I was just concerned about my friend. So I literally texted him. All I said was, "Are you okay?" And he texted me back. He said, "Yeah, I'm good. Put $50 on the Jags money line for me." I said, "Okay." Pastor Dave says, "I think Raj wants to renew his vows also."
Wow, Pastor Dave going to be working double time at the slobs.
Yeah, I don't want to be an asshole. Just turns out that I am. But I'm just telling you now, I don't even go to real weddings unless there's a huge reception afterwards. I'm definitely not going to anybody's do-over wedding if there's not a huge reception. I'm just telling you. The only reason receptions were ever invented was to get people to show up at weddings. That's it. If there was no such thing as receptions, there'd be like 8 people at every wedding. Like the bride, the groom, and the parents, and that would be it.
Yeah.
Maybe brothers and sisters. The reception is to get people to come.
I mean, look, do you not have a sentimental bone in your body? I mean, just the thought and the gesture is sweet. I think, at least.
What about weddings during football season?
Well, we know his take on that.
Well, there's nothing wrong with having a wedding during football season. In fact, you have 6 days every single week during football season that you can choose from. Sunday through Monday. I mean, Sunday through Friday.
Have you ever been to a weekday wedding?
You know what? I think I did go to a Friday evening wedding.
Is that really considered a weekday, though? I mean, honestly, Friday is considered.
Well, yes, Friday is considered a weekday, yes. It's not even that it's considered a weekday. It's that it actually is a weekday. No, my guess on what it is with this is just a guess. I haven't talked to Pete in a few days. I've been unplugged. I don't think I don't think college football YouTubers like to talk about it because it sounds ridiculous. You get to a point at the end of, or in December really, where you do need a break. Like it's a it sounds ridiculous that we can be such big college football fans, but and you get to a point where you are kind of burned out. It's not that you're burned out on college football, but you that's my guess. I don't know. I haven't talked to Pete. I mean, I texted him to make sure he was okay. He said, "Yeah, I'm taking him at his word. You know, that he's fine." But I know I get that way. I mean, I didn't do the call-in show Thursday, the morning show Friday. I wanted to stream a playoff game this weekend. I didn't do it. You just get to a point where you need a little bit of a break.
Nothing wrong with that.
I do. I'm not speaking for Pete, but that could be what it is.
Nothing wrong with that.
Postpartum YouTube stress disorder. Yeah.
Oh, man.
YouTube is exhausting for sure, says Golden Dew Man. I mean, y'all have seen me live stream a game, right? On Saturdays during the football season, I basically live stream from 9 a.m. to midnight for 3.5 months straight, plus everything else I do. I mean, your season is over videos on Sunday, all the shit you do during the week. You just get to a point in December and January where it's a blur. From September to December is a blur. YouTube is exhausting, says Golden Dew Man. And then Rick says, yeah, it must be exhausting putting out the exact same video over and over again.
Wow. Wow.
What is he talking about? Oh, he must be talking about the realignment stuff. Are you still doing that, Golden Dew Man? Oh, I saw one of Golden Dew Man's titles. I didn't even bother to click on this one. But one of the titles of his videos from the last couple of days was expansion to 2 mega conferences is going to kill the SEC and the Big Ten.
Jeez.
Which is like the literal opposite of what's going to happen. It's going to kill everyone else. But I'm like, what is he talking about? I didn't even click on it to see what kind of explanation he gave, but
is he still talking about expansion?
For all I know, the video didn't even have anything to do about the SEC and the Big Ten becoming super conferences or anything. I don't know.
You still talking about that Golden Blue dude realignment?
I hope for Golden Dew Man's sake that there is some new realignment stuff this off season. Generally, I'm against anymore. I'd rather everything stay the way it is now than have any more realignment or conference expansions. But I hope for Golden Dew Man's sake that something like that happens this off season.
He said that was a comment from a subscriber I got, so I tried to make it make sense because I thought the idea was interesting. I don't think it'll ever happen.
I actually like that idea. I might start titling my videos. I might start picking out comments to use as titles for my videos. Can y'all still hear me right now?
Yes.
Can you hear me, BA?
Yes.
Okay, because I I'm looking at something else on my phone, and again, I didn't know if that would cut me off. Let me find a comment that I could use for a title. I'm looking at my most recent comments. Let's see. Here's a comment from my Ed Reed video. Lots of NPCs walking the streets these days. Careful out there, folks. That could be the title of my next video.
There you go. You should do that. Like, you should post something in your community page and be like, "Hey, comment," and it could possibly be used as a title in my next video. There you go.
Oh, here's one.
There's VicTube.
Warren McClendon accepted his invite to the Senior Bowl. What? Oh, yeah. Well, we knew he was going pro. Cedric Van Pran is coming back, though. Is Lou on vacation in a hotel room? What do you think?
You want to play the fifth on that?
Play 20 questions. You figure out where I'm at. Yeah, great question from KC. He wants to know, Golden Dew Man, have you got the trophy engraved yet? Yeah, have you got the trophy engraved in that? Yeah, Vic, you're an hour late in that. But Vic, I bragged on you the very beginning. I told everyone what you know how Rain Man was an idiot savant who could count cards in Vegas? BA?
Yes.
Have you seen the movie Rain Man?
I have. I've seen it several times. Yes.
Well, Rain Man was an idiot savant. He could count cards in Vegas, but he couldn't tie his shoes. You know what I mean?
So are you calling VicTube an idiot savant?
Yeah, VicTube's also an idiot savant. He can't tie his shoes either, but he can correctly win 2-team NFL parlays, and that's not easy to do.
Well, look, Vic has a reason why he can't tie his own shoes. Okay, so
Yeah,
I don't think that necessarily makes him an idiot.
Well, no, but he's an idiot savant. He's not an idiot. He's an idiot savant. But see, idiot savants aren't all good. You know, there's expertise varies. Like, so Rain Man's expertise was counting cards,
right,
and toothpicks that fell on the floor.
Yes, which that was amazing.
Yeah,
Vic, can you do that?
Vic's superpower is picking 2-team NFL parlays.
Mayhem Matthew says, I feel like a full-time Slob Olympics YouTube channel is needed, so I'll be responsible and make that. Yeah, good luck with that. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on it.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Vic sings beautiful songs and watches NFL with Celine Driver. Now, I don't know if anything in that comment is true.
I still haven't seen Golden Blue Dude answer the question of whether or not he's gotten the trophy engraved.
Oh, yeah, Golden Dew Man. Have you gotten your slob trophy engraved from 11 months ago?
Time's ticking there, buddy.
Yeah, Huffer Billy Paul has it right. These idiot savants are so smart, they can't be bothered with simple tasks like tying shoes and things like that.
That, you know what? I never even thought of it that way, but yes, you're absolutely correct. Absolutely
Everybody here at
correct.
my work is depressed to be here, but I'm still pretty happy because my team won back-to-back titles. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh yeah, Celine Driver definitely watches the NFL because he's got a million opinions on it, and if you pay attention, he knows about things that currently happen in the NFL. So of course he watches the NFL. Celine Driver probably watches more NFL than anybody I know.
He definitely sure has a lot to say about the NFL.
Uncle Lou, can you do a video on the idiocy of fine bomb callers? No, I can't. I don't have time. I'm too busy doing videos about the idiocy of Uncle Lou callers and commenters too. And also,
Doesn't Uncle Lou have enough on his plate right now? Y'all don't be suggesting, more things for him to. Oh, he pleads the fifth, so I'm going to take that as a no, that he has not yet got it engraved.
well, that's a shame.
That is a shame. It's a shame, and it's very disappointing, honestly. I'm not going to lie. It's disappointing. I mean, very disappointing. That's the thing, too. Like, I mean, people were giving him so much shit about him actually winning, and, what... You're not going to make it a point to get engraved just to show people that that you actually won. I mean, it just makes no sense. It makes no sense. There really is no excuse. Like you said, it's 11 months. It's been 11 months. There's no excuse that you haven't gotten it engraved yet.
Yeah.
But
Lou, are you and Scott Kerr on good terms? Yeah, he had a change in his job, and he's no longer free or available to do the morning show. He came on his last day he did the morning show, the last Monday he did it. He explained what happened. It was a situation with his job. But he's welcome on he knows he's welcome on any time, but he had a change in his job and he wasn't able to do the morning show anymore.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, Jay. Jay says GBD sources say he has fake champ regrets. Ah. Well, just because you didn't win, Jay, doesn't mean that he's a fake champ.
Yeah, I mean, if we get to Isle of Palms and Golden Dewman's name's not on that trophy, then the word vacated is getting engraved where his name should have been.
Oh, there you go. So there you go, Golden Blue dude. If you're still listening, you heard it here first.
Yeah, it'll be just like Georgia Tech's ACC title they won in 2008 or whatever it was. It just won't exist. It'll be vacated.
Yes, Brett, that would be the case. He says, so what you're saying is my name is still the only one in the trophy. Yes, as far as we know, your name is the only one. Hoghead says, my wife will win it this year. Hey, look. I mean, I'm not competing, and I know Mrs. Pete is not competing. So, yeah, the more women that are competing, it would be great. No, I think the reason he did win, Vic, was because there was a error on the scoring of the smarter than a fifth grader, which I mean, I take partial responsibility for that. There was a miscommunication.
We're not even discussing any of that.
No, that's in the past.
Golden Blue Man won. That's all there is to it.
Now, I would like to know if Golden Blue Dude is still listening. Sources are saying too that you are not going to be participating this year. Is there any truth to that?
Not participate. He's definitely not participating if he doesn't get the trophy engraved. I've already been saying that for 3 months. Me and Pigskin Pete are co-captains of the competition committee, and we've already voted, and it was unanimous. He's not. If it's not engraved, he's not participating.
I mean, I feel like that's fair. I feel like that's fair.
And Golden Dew Man, if there's any chance that like your dog is going to die or something the day before Slob Olympics and you're not going to be able to come, you might as well just go ahead and mail that trophy to me now so I can have it there. Because if you think people are perturbed that you won't get the trophy engraved, wait and see what would happen if you don't show up with that trophy.
I'm just telling you what I have heard, Golden Blue Dude. The word on the street is that, and the word around YouTube community is that you have opted out of participating this year. That's just the word on the street.
Right.
So I'm just confirming whether or not that is true.
Yeah. It's not confirming. It's neither confirming nor denying.
Right. Look, don't shoot the messenger. That's all I have to say.
The thing is, the competition committee voted, so there's nothing we can do about that. The Slob Olympics is a democracy. We held a vote, and it was unanimous. By a democracy, I mean it's a co-dictatorship ran between me and Pigskin Pete.
Right. Right.
So now we welcome input. We welcome input from all interested third parties, and we do take all input into consideration.
Yes. Yes.
So that's what I mean
so
when I say it's a democracy, but it's a dictatorship in that me and Pete are are the decision makers, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah, so drop your inputs or suggestions in the suggestion box, and they will be thoroughly looked through and considered. Right.
Right.
All right. So if you're confirming that you are going to be participating, are you confirming as well too that you will have the trophy engraved by the time Slob Olympics gets here?
Yeah, great question. No, HBP. If there was a minimum weight requirement, Golden Dew Man never would have won because he never would have made weight. He never even would have been in the competition. The Uncle Jake. What?
I've seen him in the comments before. So we've got the UncleLou and the Uncle Jake. Looks like he's an Alabama fan, though.
Well, woe tide. Woe tide on you?
No accounting for taste, so.
Can my mini poodle be the slob mascot? I don't know if there's a less slobbish dog on earth than a poodle.
All right, Golden Blue Dude. He says the trophy is going to be engraved when I bring it to the slobs. All right.
And you know what to get engraved on there, right? Don't do anything stupid. Get your name and the year. Whatever Brett has engraved on there, that's what you get engraved on there. Don't try to be funny, because it probably won't work out. To be honest with you, just get your name and the year. That's it.
Yeah, we don't need anything. You don't need to get all squirrely on the engraving.
Yeah, don't try to be creative. Just put Golden Dew Man 2022 or whatever Big Dog. I think Big Dog Brett has his name in the year. That's what you put on there. You just take the trophy in, you point at the Big Dog Brett engraving, and you tell the guy, you say, do that. But instead of where it says Big Dog Brett, put Golden Dew Man or whatever your name is.
Whatever
all.
your name is.
Yeah, Mayhem Matthews got it right because he's going to show up and the trophy is going to say West Virginia to the SEC on it or some realignment bullshit. Hufferbilly Paul says, I have faith in Golden Dew Man. I had faith in him 6 months ago, 7 months ago, 8 months ago, 9 months ago, and 10 months ago. Once 6 months went by, I'll admit, I every month that has gone by since 6 months, I've had less and less faith in Golden Dew Man to get the thing engraved.
At this point, there's really not an excuse that would, even be fitting to, to as wide has not been engraved. So right. I'm sorry to say that, Golden Blue dude, but yeah, at this point in time, it's just been way too long. There's not a valid excuse at this point for why it hasn't been engraved.
When do the odds come out? Probably next Monday. Because there won't be no lunch money shoe today. Well, unless Pete does it by himself on his channel. Which maybe he will, I don't know.
Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I guess we'll find out later at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, well, I don't know if he's doing the midday show today or not. I'll text him after the morning show. Hufferbilly Paw is like Golden Dew Man's hype man. Now, if that's the kind of hunting you're talking about, I'd be happy to go sightseeing with you, Slim. That to me, that's sightseeing, not hunting. But I do enjoy sightseeing.
Look, UncleLou has been spoiled with the whole Instacart thing now. So I mean, it's shocking that he's even left the house to go to Cherokee.
Do they have like an Instacart for cougars?
That I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if you scour OnlyFans, it's a possibility.
Oh.
But I couldn't tell you either way.
Right. That would be silly.
Yeah, that would be silly. Or would it be? I don't know. Maybe someone needs to, start a market for that, right?
Right.
Could be missing out on a potential.
Is Pete with Lou? No, what do you mean? Like are me and Pete cozied up in a hotel room in the mountains? No. As far as I know, Pete's at home. Amazon Prime has gotten me spoiled with next day free delivery. Yeah, the problem is next day delivery is taking longer and longer than it used to.
Yeah, because everybody's caught on to it now. So
yeah, Amazon Prime used to be free either next day or 2-day delivery, and it was free shipping. Now you order something free next day delivery or free 2-day shipping, and you're lucky if you get it in 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, I didn't realize too that Amazon, I guess, has this new. I don't know how new it is, but because I'm not a Prime member, but apparently, if you're a Prime member, like if you order like clothes off of Amazon, you have the option to like try it before you buy it, kind of thing. So they'll send it to you, and you can try it on, and then it goes from there. So I don't know. I think
Yeah,
that's
if
pretty.
you want to
God, I
buy
would never
Amazon
leave the house if
clothing.
that's the case. Shoot.
But you got to buy Amazon clothes. Who wants to buy Amazon clothing?
Hey, look. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they do better than Wish. So I've ordered a couple of pieces of clothing off of Amazon.
No, I mean that only applies to clothes made by Amazon.
Oh, is that the case? I don't know how it works. Like I said, I don't have Prime.
You can't go on Amazon and order a $10,000 Balenciaga dress, and they ship it to you for no charge, and then you
Yeah,
get to
I mean that
wear it
makes
and
sense.
make your
Yeah.
mind up. It's only the clothes they have their own brand.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I see what you're getting at. I see what you're getting at. Still a pretty neat concept because, like I said, I probably would never leave the house if that's the case.
But then where would you wear the clothes that you bought?
I mean, if they fit, I'd purchase them and then
Wear them
wear them
where?
out. I don't know. That
Wear
is
'em
actually the one thing that I enjoy doing, though, is going out like clothes shopping. That's the
But
one thing
you
that I.
said if it worked, you'd never leave the house. Well, then you'd have a bunch of new clothes. But what would be the point?
Oh, well, I guess I meant to say that I would never leave the house to go like shopping. You got Instacart for groceries, and then if you're able to go and have Amazon deliver clothes, and you're able to try it on before you buy it. Yes,
Okay.
Amazon makes clothing, VicTube.
They make all kind. They have their own. It's the Amazon Basics brand, I think, is what it's called. Yeah, they have their own thing.
They got their own thing.
Yeah. Wear them to the bowling alley. Yeah.
Right. Wear them to the bowling alley. And then, you walk from the bowling alley to the bus stop that's right next to the church, and then you'll meet yourself a nice significant other, right?
Yeah. Right. All right.
Life
Let's wrap up
lessons.
the morning shoe. I'm proud of myself for even doing. I wasn't going to even do it today, but I said, well, people get concerned. So.
Yeah,
But,
my phone would be blowing up. I'm sure, as well as yours would have been.
Yeah. So, but help spread the word. No lunch money show tonight, and there won't be a morning show tomorrow for sure. There will not be a morning show tomorrow. I'm actually going to be on the road tomorrow morning during the morning show time. So there won't be a morning show tomorrow, and no lunch money show tonight. I am doing a video today though. So, and I'll try to remember to say something in the video about the lunch money show too, so people don't wait up for no reason. But hey, lady, thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, it was great.
Yes, it was great.
All right, talk to you soon.
Yes, sir.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, everybody. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I know it was a little different today, but did the best I could do given the circumstances in that. So I hope you all have a good start to your week. Enjoy your Monday, and I'll talk to you again soon. Have a good morning.